Irv Gordon, I've met a lot of crazy people in this business. I love this business. But you have the Guinness Book of World Records for the most miles on any car. How many miles on this car now?
The car's got a little over 2.9 million. 2.9, maybe an extra 8,000.
What's 8,000 when you're at 2.9 million?
Right. Yeah, another 92,000 to go for 3 million.
All right, so you bought this car brand new in 1966. So that means you've done like 65,000 miles a year on average,
roughly, yeah.
Around there. Where in the world are you going? What are you doing driving so much, man? I mean, I drive a lot, but I'm not doing as much as you.
Listen, they serve good coffee all over the country, you know?
Oh, right.
You hear about a good cup of coffee, I'm willing to take a ride, try it out.
And what about this particular car back in 66 caught you? What was it about this? I mean, it's a unique little car, isn't it?
That's what it was. It's a great looking car. It's very comfortable to drive. It's always been able to take me where I want to go. I just enjoyed it when I took it for a test ride, and I'm still enjoying it.
And when did you first see it? Was it in a car magazine? Was it on a news story?
I saw it in a Car and Driver magazine.
Car and Driver.
For it, yeah.
Right.
I saw an ad for a Volvo convertible.
Right.
The name of the dealer was Volvo, and they used to cut the tops off them. So I took a test ride in an air-conditioned convertible, but couldn't afford that one.
Right.
So this was sitting in the showroom. This is the one I
And
wound
so
up with.
you just said, let's have it?
I said, after a 3-hour test drive, I said,
And
I'm in love with the car.
did you ever imagine that here we'd be sitting in 2011 and you'd still be standing next to your car?
You know, I was just happy to have a car that got me to and from work every day.
So you bought the car, you liked the car. When did it become a car that you decided you were going to drive for 2.9 million miles? When did you say, this is my thing, this is going to be me and Irv, this car, we're going?
You know, when I had 250,000 miles on this car, I wrote a letter to Volvo.
Okay.
I had not had one repair on the car, just normal maintenance, normal service.
Wow.
I was tickled pink with it. I wrote them a letter. I got a letter back and said, we're happy you're happy with the product. Have a nice day.
And
Don't
what
forget
year
to
was
buckle
that?
up.
What year was that?
Had to be 5 years after I bought the car. Had to be 71.
5 years,
somewhere around
250,000 miles.
Yeah.
You are a machine.
there. Oh, yeah. And then when I had 500,000 miles on the car,
Yes.
I wrote them another letter.
Okay.
And I got a response back from somebody else that said, we're happy you're happy with the product. Have a very nice day. Don't forget to buckle up. And I figured, gee, I said, there must be a lot of people that have these Volvos that have high mileage on them. The company obviously is not impressed. I mean, I'm impressed. But
Right, yeah, that would be an honest response because you're thinking they get them all the time.
So, you know, I didn't think anything else about it. Just kept driving the car like I
Right.
normally do. Go down to Miami to see grandma.
Like you normally do. Irv, you are not doing anything normal in this car. You are driving it 65,000 miles a
The
year.
car is to make, you know, to take you places, you know, skiing on weekends.
You've been everywhere, for
Yeah,
goodness
well,
sakes.
how's that song go? I've been everywhere.
Well,
man.
you've done it, man. You've done it.
And you know, it's just been terrific. And it wasn't until I had about I think about 750,000 miles, I got a call from my dealer. It seemed that Volvo Cars of North America was looking for high mileage cars, and asked all the dealerships to recommend people.
And your name
they
came
had
up.
Well, you know, the car's always been serviced at the same dealer I bought the car from.
Okay.
And I knew the owner and so on. So he asked me if I'd be willing to do an ad.
Okay.
And I was in a print ad with 13 cars.
Okay.
And this was the highest mileage at the time. It just, after that, Volvo seemed to be calling the dealership every once in a while, wanted to know if the car was still on the road.
How's
how many miles were on it,
Irv doing?
Had I brought it in for an oil change? What kind of shape is it in? Blah, blah, blah.
Wow.
And then finally I got invited down to Volvo Cars in North America. And, you know, the rest has been history.
So are you the one who's done all the miles in this car, or?
Yes, I don't let anybody else drive the car. Nobody but me.
So
I figured I
all
got to be
two-
doing something right.
All 2.9 are yours.
They're all mine.
Okay.
Even when I bring it in for service.
How many sets of tires?
Well, I have to replace the tires every 100,000 miles, roughly. So
Whoa.
Figure every 100,000, 10 of those in a million,
That's not.
you know.
You're buying good tires.
Double that, 2 million, you know. Adds up to a lot of tires.
You're dealing with a math that nobody else deals with. How many oil changes? Never mind. There's too many.
Every 3,500 miles.
All right, that's a good answer. And ever any accidents?
Oh, sure.
Lots of. So I mean,
Well,
this car as it sits looks beautiful.
It's
so
always been when the car's parked.
oh,
I've had a tractor trailer back into it. Had a school bus back into it. The body shop that fixed the car, the day I went to pick the car up, he backed his tow truck into it and had to do the work all over again. I had a lady run into the back of the car and hit me in the rear.
So you've kept it right over time then?
Always.
It has not been just like some little bubble of protection around it or anything like that?
The more you drive it, the more opportunity there is out there for a little damage.
Now, anything about the car you don't like? You've spent a lot of time looking at that dashboard.
Well, it doesn't have air conditioning.
Well, of course.
You know, it doesn't have a tape deck. You know,
and I'm looking down here, I see one speaker here in the back.
That's
so
it.
You're
10
not,
watts.
You're not rocking too
Full
hard.
power, 10 watts.
10 watts.
10
Look
watt
at
radio,
you.
right? You
Boy,
know?
that's, my headphones got more watts.
But
than
AM, FM. You know, that was a big deal in 1966. I was king of the hill.
You were FM guy, huh? Oh, wow, look at you, Irv. No wonder. That's how you've done it. That's how you've done it. All right. And
I didn't want to change the radio. I don't like changing anything in the car. I try to keep it as just the way I bought it. So It's still got the original radio in it.
Always this color?
Color code number 46, cherry red.
That was a quick answer. And you've had the car for these many years. What are you going to do next? Are you going to sell the car? Are you going to keep it till the wheels fall off? Which it doesn't seem they ever will.
I'm entertaining offers for $1 a mile.
$1 a mile.
If you know anybody, I'll cut you in for 15%.
Oh, I like the way you think, Irv.
You know?
I'll make some
calls.
calls.
It gets more expensive every day. You know, now's the time to save money.
Right. Okay. So you are ready to part with it, and how will that feel? I mean, this car has been such part of your life.
You know, once if I don't have this car any longer, I don't get to go anyplace. I mean, I'm just another pretty face in the crowd.
You've practiced that line, haven't you? No,
came to me.
No, but that's great though. I mean, for how many years this has been a part of your life? You have grabbed that door handle so many times.
This has been terrific.
It's
I brought both my kids home from the hospital in this car. You know, I mean,
wow.
Just, you know, it's. I've had this car longer than I had my wife.
I'm not even going to go there. Now, it seems like you are a unique guy because how many people, based on the decision they made back in 1966, whatever car they're going to own, have now, you've got a little celebrity from this, haven't you?
It's really been terrific. I mean, you know, seriously, if you think about it, you know, all through your life you make decisions.
Yep.
And here I made a decision simply to buy a car. I needed a car for transportation to drive 125 miles every day to and from work. And I bought this car, and look how it's changed my life.
You didn't just buy a car, you bought a Volvo.
I bought a Volvo, yeah. This car has been terrific. It's been absolutely terrific. It's the best investment I ever made.
Done. That was the best answer ever.